What's up, Internet? My name's Nerdy.
And I'm Clarus.
We get nerdy nightly.
And we thought we'd share it with you.
Happy Thursday. That is right. Welcome to another edition of the Nightly Morning Show, the 94th 94th edition.
Wow.
Of the Nightly Morning Show.
Wow. That is something.
Yeah, 92 of them are up on YouTube.
Yeah. 2 of them are lost in time.
Lost
if
forever.
If you were there, you were there, and if you weren't, you weren't.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just how it goes.
Sometimes that do be how it do be. Welcome in. This is the live show. Mm-hmm. But you might not be watching it live. You might be watching on YouTube. Or you might be listening to the podcast feed, wondering why I yell so much, hurting your tiny little ears.
Yeah.
But if you want to watch this live, you can by going to twitch.tv/nerdynightly Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern for one more week. And then it will be Mondays at 10:30 a.m. Eastern after that. Mm-hmm. Although we'll still be live at 10 if you want to come, and we'll do a little hangout.
Yeah, we'll still catch up with you guys. Mm-hmm. Over, see how your weekend.
But that pre-show only available if you will come watch it live.
Mm-hmm.
That's when we talk about the saucy things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the pre and post show, they get a little spicy.
How are you doing today, Clarus?
I'm good. I did not think I was gonna make it. Mm-hmm. You were like, we're live, and I was like, what? But I pulled it out. We're here. We're alive. We're good.
We're Gucci.
Yeah, we're Gucci.
Mm-hmm. You have to say both every time for me now. I'm good. I'm Gucci.
I make no promises. But I'm excited to have a day kind of off. I have work that I have to do, mm-hmm. but I also have some time to chill, which I haven't since I think last Thursday. No, I did the baking stream last Thursday. Yeah. It's, I'm just excited to have some time off today. So, yeah, how you doing?
I'm good. When do you have time off today?
What do you mean?
Well,
when you're streaming.
Oh, tonight. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, not really.
I was like, we have to grocery shop. We have to do the Mortal Kombat trailer reaction.
No. We have things to do today, but at least there is I'll
there's
have an hour to myself at least, which I don't always get. So it'll be nice.
That's true. I'm doing okay. It has been a long week, mm-hmm. and I'm mostly just really ready for. I'm really ready for WandaVision tomorrow.
Yes.
That's been the thing I've been looking forward to. WandaVision is really the highlight of my week right now. Mm-hmm. And I love you, don't get me wrong. It's not a diss. This show, I just, it lives rent-free in my brain all week.
Yeah.
And then I just, I'm always anticipating the next one. And so I'm really excited for that.
I generally have one of the intro songs stuck in my head at all times.
Please don't put any spoilers in the chat, but Frankenbeans says, that's not a spoiler, Frankenbeans. He says, we need to find out who this aerospace engineer is. We absolutely do.
We do.
We do. Don't worry, that's not a spoiler for the show.
But we do want to be very
because we don't know who it is yet.
No spoilers in the chat.
That's been my... I've been thinking about it. That's my thing now. Is I'm like, oh, I never used to look forward to weekly TV shows post, moving out of...
Yeah, we used to do it 10 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah, but after I left home and went to college, I was like, oh, I'm a binge mode, I like Netflix kind of guy.
Yeah, well, especially when, you're so busy with school and, being out on your own for the first time. Generally, having the same time off every week doesn't happen. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, binging and Netflix is the way to go.
Yeah, I also just, I feel like the quality of some of these shows is getting so good.
Yeah. Now
that, I anticipate them the way that I anticipated Marvel movies or... Mm-hmm. big exciting films, mm-hmm. And it's not just because there's Star Wars on The Mandalorian. I never anticipated Rebels the way that I anticipate The Mandalorian week to week.
Yeah,
and that's not to say Rebels is bad. It just wasn't it was kind of a kid show at times, and not every episode is amazing. Mm-hmm. There are some filler episodes in Rebels, especially. Oh yeah, there are some droid episodes in Rebels that you're and okay, it's over. Whereas Mandalorian, or WandaVision, or or The Boys, these shows are just they're so good, and it's my whole week. It's just thinking what is happening? What is happening
in Westview?
Also, truly, it looks like we're going to be getting a new Marvel series almost every Friday for the rest of the year. So that's crazy.
Yeah, if the rumors are true.
Yeah. But let's get into the news.
Yeah.
Yesterday, if you guys missed it, we did a live watch-along of the Nintendo Direct, a 50-minute presentation they did over on our YouTube channel. That's still up there, but we are going to talk about it here because the title of this stream is Highs and Lows of the Nintendo Direct. And I wanted to get your thoughts on what are the things that you were most happy to see and what are the things that you were kind of, about.
Well, we talked about this when we watched it live. There wasn't really anything in there that got me hyped. The thing was, there was a lot of like additions, or like new additions or remakes, and anything new isn't coming out till like 2022, which is kind of like okay. Like I got really excited for the Splatoon 3 trailer, like that they showed.
Yeah, we're both big Splatoon fans.
Yeah, we were like, oh, Splatoon. Like I haven't played Splatoon in years. I had it for the Wii U for a bit, and I really enjoyed it.
Did you ever play Splatoon 2?
I don't think I played
Splatoon 2 is great.
2, yeah. I think it was just or no, maybe I played the second one, not the first one. I don't remember.
The Splatoon 2 is on the Switch.
Okay, then no. Yeah. Then I played the one for the Wii U. And so yeah, we saw this and I was like, oh, cool, Splatoon, this is gonna be great. And then it's like coming 2022, and I was like,
yeah,
cool.
I'm really excited for Splatoon 3, but it that is very far off. It'll probably be next summer, so it's over. Like it's a year and a half away.
Yeah.
People in the chat are talking about the Skyward Sword thing. I'm excited for it.
You said it was the one you haven't played.
It's the only Zelda game I've never played. And so I'm definitely excited for it. Like I'm excited to play it. It's just I've been getting a little bit, and I said this in this live stream yesterday, I'm a little bit like, I'm just a little bit tired of most new Switch games are just being games that either came out on another console that are finally being ported over, or just remakes of Wii and Wii U games. And I understand why they're doing it. They sell really well, they make a lot of money. But
it's less effort.
It's less effort. But you know, I love new games, and I love when Nintendo gives me new experiences. Like I enjoyed Bowser's Fury a lot.
Yeah.
And I kind of wish, you know, as much as I'm enjoying Super Mario 3D World as we're playing through it, I kind of wish that Bowser's Fury had just been a lot bigger and that had been a new game.
Yeah, because it was kind of just an add-on.
Yeah.
It's only a few hours long.
Yeah. And, you know, we also got, I guess we got Age of Calamity, and Animal Crossing last year were kind of the two big new games.
Yeah. Yeah, for me, it's just neither of those I was really, like, excited about. So I'm kind of just like, it's fine. Yeah, so I guess I was hoping that with it being the 35th anniversary of Zelda, we were going to hear maybe that Breath of the Wild 2 would come out this year. But it does not.
I don't think that's going to happen. I think we're going to get it probably early next year.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the things in this year that I was excited about, I love Mario Golf. Mario Golf games are really fun. And I'm really excited for Mario Golf Super Rush. Especially this like speed golf mode sounds really fun to speed golf against people. It's like Mario Kart with golf. Really excited about that. They just announced that Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout is getting ported to the Nintendo Switch finally.
Yeah.
It's also coming out, Mediatonic is putting it on the Xbox as well this summer.
Yes.
So I do wonder if Fall Guys still has enough popularity to matter.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they're going to have to line up that release with something in-game as well. Either some new maps or some new mechanics of some kind. Because, I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of over Fall Guys. I wasn't really into Fall Guys.
Yeah, that's
But
true.
I feel like a lot of people are kind of over it. I don't know. I don't know. That's just me. But it's, you know, the game already exists, so why not put it on the Switch and the Xbox?
Yeah. I should say, one of the games upcoming on the Switch that they talked about in the Direct that I'm super excited for, but it's just, they just announced more monsters for it, is Monster Hunter Rise. I'm loving the way Monster Hunter Rise looks, and I love this franchise.
Yeah.
I'm really, really excited to get my hands on the full game. I have my demo. I played through the demo. That's going up on my Clips and VODs channel today. So if you want to go check that out, that will be available. It's about an hour long. I really love the Monster Hunter franchise.
Yeah.
And the new monsters that they put out during this Direct, very cool. That spider looks like a nightmare to fight, and I cannot wait to figure out how to take it down.
Yeah, I hate that.
The other one that I thought was really cool was the DC Superhero Girls game.
That one actually looked fun.
That looked like the perfect kind of game for me to like play with my niece.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And my nephew, and it just that one looked. The art style, gameplay looked really cool.
Yeah, it looked like a lot of fun, and it looked well done. Like, it's, like, cheesy, but in, like, the right ways.
Yeah.
You know, the way that Nintendo is kind of cheesy.
Some of the weird things, if you guys haven't checked it out yet, Knockout City was announced, which is a extreme dodgeball. We called it Danger Dodgeball.
Yeah.
But that, interesting.
Yeah. It's a choice. There was also a game with only, like, Mii's.
Oh, Miitopia or something like that? Nintendo
loves their Mii's, and I don't think anyone else does.
Does anyone in the chat like
anyone
the
in the
Mii
chat
games?
like the Mii's? Like, because...
Not the Wii, the Mii, the Mii's.
Yeah, yeah.
Because that was definitely, that was the trailer where we were both kind of like, and we're going to take a break.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, what's going on Twitter? Like...
They also did announce a Star Wars game. This should have had me the most excited. But the trailer was just so... Yeah, it was just such a, like, non-trailer.
It was like, Star Wars. That's it. And you were like...
They did show lightsabers, and they did say that it was going to be between Episode 6 and 7.
Yeah.
Which has interesting implications, because there aren't a lot of lightsaber-wielding characters that we are aware of being alive between Episode 6 and 7.
Mm-hmm.
So I am very curious about that.
I hope that it's Luke's school, and that you are, like, learning to be a Jedi.
You're not going to learn to be a Jedi, though. It's called Hunters. You're going to be a bounty hunter. So I wonder if you're going to be trying to take down Luke's school.
Maybe.
Or I got the feeling, because of the way that the trailer was set up, I get the feeling that it's like an arena fighting game. So it's going to be kind of like a Valorant, but in Star Wars. Or like a Fortnite, but in Star Wars.
Yeah.
Although having that on the Switch would be weird. That would be something that you put on... I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. I'm excited to like actually know what it is. Right now we just know the title and that it is coming out this year.
Yeah. That's all we know.
And yeah, I mean that was a lot of the stuff that we remembered. Also, there was one that was called Project Triangle Strategy. Change your name.
Yeah, please.
Even it looked great. It looked like a really cool game. It's by the people who made Octopath Traveler, which was a very well received game.
Well, the game looks cool. The title is just...
Yeah, it's a terrible title. And even on the title screen, it was like Project Triangle Strategy, working title.
Yeah.
And I was like, please change it. I'm begging you, Project Triangle Strategy.
Yeah.
I'm begging you.
Yeah.
Don't put up, because it's not gonna do well.
No.
The new Smash hero is Miller. Miller says the new Smash hero is useless, just another swordsman.
I don't play Smash. I hate it. So.
Doug the Riolu, the Twitch streamer, will be very upset with you for saying that, Miller, because he's very excited about this character.
We didn't even know who this was.
We didn't even know what game it was.
The whole thing started, and for the first, 5 minutes, we were like, what is going on right now?
Neither of us has ever played Xenoblade Chronicles.
Yeah.
And so we were just kind of sitting there being like, interesting.
Yeah, we're like, what's going on?
Interessante. Although now I want to go play Xenoblade Chronicles, because everyone is saying it's, one of the best Nintendo games.
Really?
Yeah, people are like, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is, one of the best Nintendo games ever. And I'm like, wow, okay. Dope.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never played it. I hadn't even, maybe heard of it, but I had no idea what it was about.
All right, before we move on, what is the number one announcement from yesterday's Direct?
It's got to be Splatoon, I think.
Okay, I'm gonna say Skyward Sword just because I want to play it.
Fair enough.
Worst. What is your least memorable moment?
There were many games I don't remember.
That's fair.
So
the Mii game.
The Mii game. There was some there was, I can see them in my head. I don't know what the game is.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't do it for me.
Mine was Hades Physical Edition. Why did it take you so long to put out a physical edition? Yeah. And why now?
Yeah.
Everybody's already beaten the game. Nintendo.
I know. Yeah, that's the thing. Hades is kind of past. We would have probably bought that physical copy for the artwork if it had come out when we were interested in buying it, but we already bought it.
Yeah, it's just interesting that it took so long.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. In other news, Donald Glover, one of Hollywood's most talented and attractive men.
Yeah.
I don't know why I always have to just qualify when I find men attractive publicly, but he's hot. He has signed a huge deal with Amazon to create content for them, produce content, do all the things. And in that, he has added Malia Obama to a writing room.
Oh.
Yeah, so Malia is going to be working as a writer for Amazon under Donald Glover.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't know she was into writing.
Me neither. That's cool. Like...
Yeah, I'm really into this. Like, I'm like, okay, this project is going to get so much buzz because people are going to be like, what did the first daughter write about?
Yeah, literally. Like, oh god. It's a smart choice. Mm-hmm. Even if she's not that great a writer, and like, I don't know, obviously, but like, because it'll generate buzz and people will talk about it, you know? So, it's...
It is interesting because Amazon shows tend to be a little bit more adult, a little raunchier, and so I wonder if like...
Well, the Obamas watched The Boys.
The Obamas did watch The Boys.
So...
That's true. Maybe that's how this whole thing happened. Like, Amazon was like, thank you for shouting out our television show. Yeah. Would your daughter like a job?
Yeah.
This came after news that Donald Glover was going to be working with Phoebe Waller-Bridge, who is arguably one of the better writers in television right now. Mm-hmm. They're going to be working together on a reboot of Mr. and Mrs. Smith, one of my biggest guilty pleasure films of my life. Mm-hmm. I love that movie to a weird degree. It was one of the movies that we had on DVD when we would go on car trips as a kid. And so Frank and Beans in the chat brought it up first, but yes, Lando and L337 have reunited to make a Mr. and Mrs. Smith movie. Or television show. I'm not sure which. But I'm excited for this because I love Mr. and Mrs. Smith. I know I'm the only one. I know that people don't like that movie. I love it. It's about two assassins. Uh-huh. They both work, they kill people for money. And they are married. Mm-hmm. But they don't know that the other person is an assassin. They both have they've lied to each other about their fake jobs. And then they work for two different organizations. And the organizations realize that they are married and that they're both assassins. And so they are both sent a contract for their partner. And so they are married assassins who are trying to kill each other. And it is, quite honestly, Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie's best work. It's so good. I love that movie so much. I've watched it probably 40 or 50 times. As a kid, because I would just play it in my DVD player in long car rides.
Fair enough.
And oh my god, I love it. It is exactly what you think it is, and it's so good.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, there's a really, really incredible long action sequence inside of like a Zellers.
Okay.
Where they're trying to kill each other with the different things that you find inside of a Zellers.
Oh my God.
And it is just, it's so good. I love that movie a lot.
I've never seen it. So.
It's we will definitely watch it. And you'll be like, David, this isn't good. And I'll be like, no, it's great.
All right. We'll add it to the list.
Yeah, we'll add it to the list. But yeah, I'm excited for this. I'm actually super into. I'm super into both of them. I think that them doing a Mr. and Mrs. Smith is interesting. I think Malia Obama writing a television show with Donald Glover is going to be bonkers. And
I'll watch it. Yeah. I don't care what it is. I'll watch it.
Maybe if we have time, it'll be on the list.
Yeah,
we'll definitely add it to the list of things we need to see.
Yes.
If it comes out on Fridays on Disney Plus, we'll definitely watch it.
We'll definitely watch it. It's no longer Friday. It's Disney Plus Day. In
other news. Wednesday Addams is getting her own live-action series from Tim Burton over on the Netflix. The streamer has ordered 8 episodes of the Addams Family offshoot, which has been described as a sleuthing, supernaturally infused mystery, charting Wednesday Addams' years as a student at Nevermore Academy. So it sounds like after the chilling adventures of Sabrina ends, it will be coming back, but with brown hair.
With Wednesday Addams, yeah.
I'm excited for this. I like the Addams Family. I like Tim Burton.
Yeah. It could be good, or it could be like Sabrina.
Yeah.
You know.
I like Sabrina.
Disappointing. Well,
I actually really enjoyed the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina.
The first season, I started it and I was like, this is not bad, and then it got so cringy and preachy, and the acting's not great. I'm so I know
I liked it.
I feel like I'm just like kind of trash talking it, but I really don't think it's
That's how you talk about
good.
most things.
Well, there's a lot of bad stuff out there. I don't know. I thought it was so cringy. It was like, we need to be the most political right now, current issues. And I was like, I get it. Okay. Like, I get it.
Muddles is asking if Johnny Depp is going to be Gomez. I don't think so. I think that was like a rumor that was on the internet.
Yeah.
I would be very surprised if any studio right now were to cast Gomez as a white man. I feel like that would... I don't think anyone's dumb enough to actually do that.
Well, you say that now.
No, Netflix is very on its diversity.
Yeah, for sure. But I just mean somebody would do it.
Oh, sure. I just mean that I do not think that Netflix would ever allow that to happen on their network.
Yeah.
Because the blowback of casting a Hispanic man with a white actor would be immense right now.
Yeah, don't do it.
They could have gotten away with it at some point in history. And no one would have blinked an eye at it.
Yeah.
But nowadays, there's too many talented Latin men.
Yeah.
Just give it to
cast one of them.
just any of them.
Yeah.
Just let Antonio Banderas be Gomez. You know what I mean? Like, can you imagine? He's too tall. I think that like Gomez is supposed to be like short, and maybe Antonio Banderas is too tall.
Yeah.
But like, you know, there's too many good Hispanic actors in the world to reasonably give that role to any white person, let alone Johnny Depp.
Yeah. Especially because Johnny Depp is either amazing or totally phones it in.
Lin-Manuel Miranda would be perfect. Richardson 7, that would be weird casting.
That would be odd,
but it could work.
But I would watch it. I would 100% watch that.
Watching Lin-Manuel Miranda get all horny for Morticia would be very weird, though.
Yeah.
No, actually, you know what would be the weirdest part? Watching Lin-Manuel Miranda with a mustache.
Yeah, that's true.
Captain Cinnamon Buns bring up Oscar Isaac. Oscar Isaac voiced Gomez in the animated film that came out 2 years ago, in 2019, I think. Mm-hmm. Oscar Isaac was the voice of Gomez. I think he's perfect casting for it. He is also like a little too tall and handsome. Like the original Gomez was like, he wasn't like this like dashing leading man in the drawn comics. Yeah. He was just kind of like a normal dad who just and then Morticia's this like incredible. John Leguizamo would be great casting Misguided Gamers Live. Oh my god, that would be it. He's so funny. Also, let him do a punch above the script because he's another one of those dudes who like is an incredible actor, but also one of the best writers in Hollywood. Mm-hmm. His Broadway show, Latin History for Morons, I think it's called, or Idiots. Oh, so good. Unbelievable. Oh. Yeah, it's a one-man show. Oh, he's done a bunch of one-man shows in his career. Mm-hmm. And Latin History for Morons was like remarkable. It was so good. I think it's on Broadway HD, maybe, if you want to watch it. It's definitely streaming somewhere. Okay. And definitely worth the watch. It's a really, really interesting, funny, beautiful show.
All right.
John Leguizamo is like one of my heroes. He's so good.
I don't know if I've seen him in anything.
You have.
Yeah. Okay.
John Leguizamo is in enough things. You have.
Yeah. That I'd be like, oh, it's that person. That's fair.
Yeah. He's not. He'll be the lead in something, but he'll also like be like a guy who shows up for like 3 lines, and those 3 lines all kill.
You're like, hey, it's that guy.
If they're like, this is a small part, but we really need it to be funny, you call John Leguizamo because it will work. I promise you.
All right. He was in the Super Mario Brothers movie.
Yeah, he was Luigi. That's John Leguizamo.
Moving on.
He's Sid in Ice Age.
Mm-hmm. What else?
He's in a billion. This is my point. Like he's a voice in Mando. A Fluffy Gomez. If they put Gabriel Iglesias in if they were willing to give it to Gabriel Iglesias, great casting. Very, very, very good casting.
Wow.
Azure's asking if we've seen the previews from the new Disney movie. It's called Raya, the Last Dragon. Yes, we have seen it with Awkwafina.
Yeah, our trailer reactions are actually on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to check those out.
Yeah. He was the scuffed... How is this scuffed Joe Rogan with this chick? That's funny! I am not nearly jacked enough to be a scuffed Joe Rogan, Moff Gideon. Oh, Seth Rogen.
We'd have to go
that
a
makes
little
so
more
much
blonde,
more sense, Moff Gideon.
I think.
I was like, I'm not.
He's like a little more pasty blonde than you are. You'd have to be
Joe,
like.
Seth Rogen?
Yeah.
I think his hair's darker than mine.
Really?
Yeah.
He's the guy. He voiced the Toronto subway announcements for a week or something weird like that. It was very odd.
Model says Dolph Lundgren as Lurch, and I want that so bad. That's so funny. Oh my god, I would love that.
Oh my god.
Jeez. Alright, let's move on. Moving on. Zack Snyder says DC Comics turned down a miniseries revealing how Joker killed Robin.
Well, oh man, that would be dark.
Yeah, he says, we talked about doing I guess it would be DC. They decided not to do it. They wanted to, Zack Snyder seems desperate to tell his story of how the Joker killed Robin.
I mean, here's the thing. That's an interesting concept, but also very delicate.
Not really. I mean, you just do the comic.
Yeah, it just needs to be done well.
Yeah.
And you can't... Yeah.
Do you know the story behind the killing of Robin?
The one where the fans voted?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where the robocallers voted?
Yeah.
Yeah. For those of you who don't know, in the 90s, they put it out to the world. They were like, you can call in to vote on whether or not Joker kills the Robin in the comic book.
Yeah.
And it was a mess. And a bunch of people set up robocallers to vote for both sides. And the robocallers for killing Robin won. And it was the first time people hacked scalping to mess something up. And now we have the Red Hood, so it all worked out. But yeah, Zack Snyder is very infatuated with telling the story that I just think is tough to tell in live action. Yeah,
it would be a hard watch.
It is a brutal sequence in the comics. Mm-hmm. It's really rough. It's very dark.
Sure it is, yeah. I'm not surprised that they turned that down, especially with everything going... they're probably, waiting to see how the Snyder Cut goes.
Yeah.
Before they want to work with him. Because, that's gotta be a much more subtle intrigue story, I think. You can't... Yeah... I don't know. I'm not surprised that they turned it down.
I like this story, and I wouldn't mind seeing it. My thing is, I don't want to see it as this series would essentially exist as a flashback, and you'd have to get Ben Affleck back. I don't know that he would do it. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Within this world, I don't know that this is something I would want to see at this point because it's just such in the past of this. I want the DCEU to move forward.
Yeah.
And.
Yeah.
I also I don't know, you bring Jared Leto in, and it's just not something I think I'm all that interested in seeing from this Batman catalog.
No.
Given the way that you know what it is? We've already seen how it ends.
Yeah.
We know how Batman is afterwards, so it's not really interesting to see how it affects him.
Yeah.
Anymore because we did it. I would be more interested in seeing it from Robert Pattinson's Batman. And see the lead up to it, see their relationship develop with the Robin, and then kill Robin off. Yeah. But to just kill Robin off in something without us getting to have the time with that Batman and Robin pairing, it just doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, and unless yeah, we all know what happens, and then unless you're going into afterwards, but like you said, it's something we've already seen. I'm with Azure Ravenwitch on this. I'm kind of over the Joker. People who, are Joker and Harley Quinn. I'm they're terrible together. He's a villain. He's an evil person.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't care.
I love that there are people who are Joker and Harley Quinn are the best pairing, even though in the comics they're not together, and the reason they're not together is because Harley realized that it is an unhealthy relationship. The comic books are this was not good for them, and
Harley,
people
Poison,
reading that
Ivy.
are no, they should be together, and I'm no, I like Harley and Poison Ivy.
Yeah,
Harley and Poison Ivy, primo pairing.
I stand that. That's good. The animated show that came out, they did a great job. But oh my god, yeah.
I can't change your mind, Thompson. Luke Skywalker is the best Joker. He is.
I have heard.
Mark Hamill's Joker is the Joker, and Kevin Conroy's Batman is Batman. Those two voice actors their voices as those characters are so unbelievably iconic.
Yeah.
Mark Hamill is the best Joker, and then Heath Ledger, and then it gets complicated.
And then everyone else and Jared Leto.
Because, like, Jack Nicholson and Cesar Romero are, like, right there for me. Mm-hmm. I love Cesar Romero's Joker. I know it's cheesy. I know that he has the mustache under the paint. I know. Mm-hmm. But, like, I grew up on that show, and it is such a, like, nostalgic thing for me.
A live-action Mark Hamill Joker, where Joker's, like,
it would basically be his trickster from The Flash. I'm not even joking. He basically plays... If you watch the episodes of The Flash that Mark Hamill's on, mm-hmm. He's playing the trickster, which is the character that he played in the 90s Flash TV show.
Right.
He brought it back. He is essentially playing the Joker. Yeah. And it's great, because he's delightful, and Mark Hamill is best boy.
Yeah, that's dope. Yeah, I don't need this movie, Zack Snyder.
I like the idea, but you have to give me the lead up of their relationship first.
Yeah, there's got to be more to it.
Like, I have to really love that Batman and that Robin together in order for Robin dying to matter.
Yes.
100%. And so.
Yeah, but then you run into the problem where you already know what happens.
With this Batman, but we wouldn't with Robert Pattinson's Batman. Like, if they wanted to do it, if, like, 3 movies from now, we've met Robin, they're close, and Zack Snyder takes over and, like, tells the Killing of the Robin story, I would be down for that. Yeah. I'm just not want to see, like, them de-age Ben Affleck so that we can watch him get really sad again.
No, I'm enough sad Ben Affleck, please.
I just want to see Ben Affleck happy.
Yeah. Can someone, like, I don't know, give that man some chocolate? Like, dear God, that poor soul.
All right. In other news, the Falcon and the Winter Soldier TV spot reveals that the television show, which has started to get ratings around the world, is going to be rated TV-14 in the United States and Canada. This means that it is potentially including censored and or partial nudity and medium to high level implied sex scenes.
Medium to high level.
I don't think it's going to have the sex stuff in it. I just wanted to read that TV-14 means that it can have medium to high level implied scenes of sexual intercourse.
What does that mean?
I don't know. What is a medium to high level implied scene of sexual intercourse?
I don't know. And who is grading that?
I don't know. I want to know what the metrics are for this, because I want to...
Do they touch boobs? Do they touch butts? I don't know. Like,
it's more about what you see. I don't think it's about what they touch. I think it's about what you see.
It just shows them kiss, fall down, and the sunrise with them together.
But this looks more like it's going to be a reflection of the strong realistic violence in the series. So I'm not as surprised that this more gritty war action scene driven show is going to be rated 14 plus.
Yeah.
Even the one trailer that we saw is very there's no blood, but it is very, like, aggressive physically.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, lots of guns, lots of punching, lots of kicking. I want to know what medium to high level implied scenes of sexual intercourse are that are appropriate for people under the age of 18. So we're talking about, like, medium to high level implied sexual intercourse appropriate for 14 to 18 year olds. What does that mean?
Me.
I love when you start to learn. I love when you start to learn about, like, the ratings and how things get certain ratings.
Yeah.
Because like, if you are rated PG-13, you can say the F word once.
Yeah.
But it can't be about sex. So you can say the F word, but it has to very clearly not mean something sexual.
Okay.
And I'm like, that is such a weird. Like, who was like, you know what? 13-year-olds can hear one F word. But they cannot hear 2.
Yeah. Sure. Like, these arbitrary societal rules are very intriguing.
They're very weird. In best news, because best boys, Paddington 3 is happening. The most wholesome franchise in the history of the world is getting a 3rd installment. For those of you who don't know, Paddington 1 has a 97% on Rotten Tomatoes, and Paddington 2 is one of the few films to be rated 100% fresh on Rotten Tomatoes. This movie does not have a bad review because you can't hate Paddington 2. That's the slogan. It doesn't have a bad review because you can't hate Paddington 2. Yes, that rhymes. Paddington 3 is coming, and you should all be excited because Paddington 2 was incredible.
I have never seen it.
It is, like, the most, like, if you want to feel good about humanity movie, watch Paddington 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Literally everyone went into Paddington 2 being like, oh, another freaking animated bear movie, and everyone came out being like, Paddington is the cutest thing ever. I want a Paddington in my house rolling around.
Oh, sure. All right.
Why are you so skeptical?
It's just...
It has 100% on Rotten Tomatoes.
I know, but like, okay. All right.
God, you are so... Why am I the beacon of positivity on the show, and you are just like this black hole?
No, it's more like a whiteout.
Oh my gosh. All right.
I've never seen it. I apologize. It's never crossed my mind to be like, I'm going to go watch Paddington Bear.
Wow, Clarice.
I'm sorry?
You're going to watch it and your heart's going to go 3 sizes like the Grinch, and then you're going to die because if your heart grew 3 sizes inside your chest, you're probably having a heart attack and you're probably dead.
Yeah, you're not...
Unlike the series Paddington, which is getting a 3rd installment. That one's not dead.
Ew, marmalade sandwiches? What kind of monster are you? Alright, moving on. Is this our last piece of news? Oops. I said something wrong. Sorry, marmalade is gross.
Alright, well, turns out we aren't going to get to episode 100. We got to episode 94. This has been fun. I'm going to go get a divorce.
Over marmalade.
No, I'm kidding. In movie news, Hustlers actress Keke Palmer, who is very talented and very good in the movie Hustlers, which I quite enjoy, is going to be the villain in the next horror movie from Jordan Peele.
What has he done? That name is very familiar. Yes, I know. Just get on with it.
He directed Get Out.
Didn't see it.
He directed Us.
Didn't see it. Keep them coming. I'm waiting.
He was Jordan Peele from the show Key and Peele. 5 seasons on Comedy Central.
Which one is he? Is he the one that's in The Prom?
No, he's the other one.
So... I'm trying to picture him in my head.
He's an Academy Award nominated writer.
I'm sure he is.
Oh yeah, if you know the alert on Fantas Channel was like, oh my god, bee, they're in the tree and they're saying the B word that I don't want to say on the morning show.
Okay. Yeah,
Guys, I'm sorry.
It's all coming back.
He was in Fargo.
Didn't see it.
Jordan Peele is one of the... We have to watch Get Out. You have to see it.
Yeah, I've heard that one is good. I meant to watch it. I just never got around to it. Fargo, that's the one with Martin Freeman, right?
I don't think he's in Martin Freeman's season. But yeah. The show, the cast changes every season on Fargo.
Oh, okay.
I says. Bee. You have to watch Get Out. It's an open-closed show. I don't know what an open-closed show is.
I'm not sure.
Key and Peele were both in the first season of Fargo. I'm wrong. Yeah, they were in the one with Martin Freeman.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Shiny, why does Splatoon 3 have you raging? We're at the end of the show, y'all. That's the last bit of news. Keke Palmer is going to be the villain.
That's fun.
I'm very excited. I like Jordan Peele's movies. Well, I like Get Out a lot. Us I liked until the end.
Okay.
Right up until the end. And then there's a monologue at the end that just kind of ruined it for me.
I hate that.
Yeah, there's a moment where they start, where like the like evil character, it's complicated.
The bad guy.
Like starts to explain what happened. Mm-hmm. And then the explanation is just a little too... as a horror film, it was more interesting when it was like you didn't really know what was going on. And then once you know what it actually was, you're kind of sitting there being like, wait a second.
Right. Gotcha. Okay.
Wait a second. Yeah, Lupita Nyong'o killed it. And yeah, she's incredible. I don't want to take it away from anyone. Everyone did a really good job. And the movie is great. The monologue at the end just... Instead of answering questions, it just opened up whole new questions that you're like, wait.
I see. Okay. All right.
Wait.
You're like, I have more questions.
Yeah. It's tough.
Okay.
It's tough because the movie is so good up until that point,
Mm-hmm.
and then I just kind of like it literally is just a monologue essentially to camera that just took me out of it, and I was like, no, I loved this until this moment, and like I can pick the exact moment where I was like, damn it,
Yeah.
you had me. And honestly, if you just cut the monologue out and just played the rest of the movie, and you just didn't have any of those words said, I would love it.
Yeah.
It's literally just it's one of those things in horror movies I don't want to know.
Yeah.
Don't explain how Michael Myers came back. Don't tell me how Freddy versus Jason are in space. Just put them there and let it happen. I don't need you to tell me how.
Yeah.
Because your how will never work in the real world.
Mm-hmm.
And so it is better to just let me like try and imagine it.
Yeah.
Than be like, this is the A, B, and C of it.
Yeah.
But A, B, and C are all contradictory to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair.
But that's taking nothing from Jordan Peele. He's brilliant.
Okay.
And Get Out is one of the best movies of the last 10 years.
Well, definitely, that one is definitely on the list.
Yeah, it has to be. It's so good.
Been meaning to watch that. I know that it's very good, and
that is the movie that was like, oh, Daniel Kaluuya going to be one of the biggest stars in the world.
yeah.
You know what else we need to see is Judas and the Black Messiah, which just came out starring him.
Right.
Yes.
Yes.
And I'm very excited for that movie.
Yeah, we'll definitely watch that one.
That one's gonna be a hard watch. So is Get Out, but
yeah.
I'm excited for it.
Thanks for joining us for the morning show, guys.
Yeah, thank you, everybody. I appreciate everyone who showed up this morning. This one was fun.
It was
Yeah.
great. If you're not already, make sure you are following us at all the social media handles: YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, Reddit.
Come check out our YouTube channel at like 12:20, 12:30, and our Mortal Kombat trailer reaction will be up around then, hopefully.
Yeah, because that should be released shortly.
Yeah.
So that'll be fun. That'll be a fun one to do.
Yeah, and if you're not already subscribed to the YouTube channel, please subscribe. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, and we're almost halfway there. We're growing. We're growing. We're getting a few subscribers every day.
Yeah, it's nice.
Which
nice
is weird. I don't know where I don't know where people are coming from.
I'm not mad about it.
Yeah, and like some of our older videos are getting more views than some of our newer videos. YouTube's weird, y'all.
Yeah, it is.
YouTube's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for hanging out, guys.
Thank you so much. As always, my name's Nerdy.
And I'm Clarisse.
Do something nerdy tonight. Bye-bye.
Bye.